And good morning. How are you doing today? So, we know there are opportunities all around us. Every day, every minute of every day. We know this. But are we seeing it? And does seeing it or not seeing it bring. My name is Karen. I help ambitious, heart-driven entrepreneurs to get more yeses in their business, which I don't know about you, always brings me joy. So let's be joyful. So we know because it's all around us. And I'll give some examples that opportunities for growth personally, in our businesses, we know they're all around us all the time. It really does have to do with the lens, the glasses by which we're viewing them. So, for example, I live in a big metropolitan area. Parking is awful, 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 awful. And no, we don't have our own driveway, we don't have our own garage. We live in an apartment building that doesn't have that. So, getting parking very often is a challenge. That means riding around the neighborhood a fair amount of time. People who live in a large metropolitan area know what I'm talking about. Those of you that don't, consider yourself so lucky. I digress. Good morning, anyone who's here. Let me see if I can see comments. I still have issues, but let's see if we can do that little thing. Anyway, so trying to get a parking spot is quite the challenge. I'm going to leave it there. But the interesting thing is, because I play lookout. My husband drives, I play lookout. If in my head I've already set it up that we won't find a parking spot, you can actually guess what happens. We don't find a parking spot. If I put it in my head that, yeah, finding a parking spot, easy. All of a sudden, the parking spot is there. Is it magic? No. Is it some woo-woo stuff? No. It's all what we see. And I'll say to my husband who's driving down the street, parking spot. And he'll go, oh, I didn't even see that. And to be fair, he's driving. But very often, it's because he's assuming that we won't find a parking spot. So we don't. So he doesn't see it. I used to know this woman. It was pretty amazing every single time. I used to take offense at this. We would be, in a hallway together, or we would be, in some space together, literally passing each other by, literally. And we used to be friends, and we used to be pretty good friends. I mean, she clearly knew what I looked like. And then at some point, something happened, and she would pass by me and not say hello. And for a very long time, I was angry by this. I mean, she's clearly ignoring me. When she sees me, I'm literally standing in front of her. And she walks by me. And I'm like, what the what? What the what? I mean, I understand we have a thing going on, a little bit of friction going on between us, but you can't even be courteous. We're friends. No, I came to learn quite shockingly, she didn't see me. She literally did not see me. It was fascinating. It was fascinating to me. And I know this. Well, I know her, which will come into play in a moment. But we were in this open air area at one point, and just by happenstance, we happened to be there at the same time, at the same moment. And I saw her. And I saw her trajectory, and I literally went in her path. She had to come right here, face to face with me. This is obviously a few years ago, quite a few years ago, as a matter of fact. She was literally here. And she came up almost nose to nose. And she was like, "Oh, I didn't see you." And I know her well enough, which is why I said that earlier. I know her well enough, or I knew her well enough, to know that that was the truth. She literally did not see me. I was not in her. She was not wearing the glasses that could see me. So I'm going to ask you again. With opportunities all around us all the time to improve us, our physical bodies, our mental bodies, our businesses, are we seeing the opportunities that are around us anyway? And is that bringing you joy? Because I gotta honestly tell you, when I take up the opportunities that are presenting themselves to me every single day to grow my business, I get great joy. I mean, woohoo! I'm a happy little camper. When I see things moving along, why not? Bring up your energy. I bring up my energy. And that just makes me that much more attractive to others. Because as I've said, for sure yesterday, but over and over and over, we are energy beings. People feel our energy. We become attractive or not so attractive, depending on what we are putting out there. It's all up to us. I like to think of it this way. If you imagine a pond or some body of water, some still body of water, and we drop that pebble in and you see the ripples coming out, we are that pebble. We're the ones causing the ripple. Now, what kind of ripple do you want to come out? Do you want positive, uplifting, joyful ripples that will attract people that are joyful to you, eager people that want what you have? Or do you want people that are not? And by the way, and I speak from experience here, we can change our energy. We can. I used to be that person who had very low energy. I did. You may not believe it. It's really true. Complaining, whining, very quiet, very self-centered. Now people are quiet. And I can be quiet depending on the environment. But I notice in certain environments with certain people how I've changed, how I've taken leaps to up my energy. And it can be done. Trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's doable. Does it take some work? Yes. Does it take some time? Yes. something worthwhile does. Growing your business. I love when people think, because I've done this too, and I have to laugh. I love when myself and others think, you get a training, you go onto a platform, you become a member of something or other, and you think just because you're paying your monthly dues, or you've got the training, or you've whatever, you have the mentoring session, whatever. You think just because you did that, whatever that is, that all of a sudden things are going to just turn around without taking action. Why would that be? Why would that be? I took a beautiful mentoring session last week with one of my mentors, and it was fabulous. We covered a lot, and I learned a lot, and you know, I was given my assignments to do. Up to me if I do them or not. I mean, she's good. She's got her business. She's very successful. So successful that she was able to retire her husband. I look forward to the day when I could do that with mine. So, yes. But it's up to me to implement what we discussed. She's not my mommy. She's not going to withhold dessert from me if I don't do it. You know, it's up to me. And does it take effort? Yes. And does it take time? Yes. And is it worth it? Yes. Because I can see the potential. I can see down the road. I can see it because I have mentors around me that have done it. And I decided that I am going to surround myself with people who have done it, or who are doing it, who are in the process of doing it, who are further down the road than I am, because I can learn from them. I'm not so, I don't even know what the word is, to think that I have all the answers. I don't. Not even close. And they don't have all the answers either, by the way. But they have more answers than I do. And they have done it. And they're doing it. And I want to be right behind them, because remember, I set my goals for this year. And to be honest, I set goals that for others might be like a walk in the park. For me, it's kind of scary. They are. I'm a little bit on edge about them, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I take acting classes. That's one of the things I do for fun. And one of the things I've learned is that it's okay to be nervous. Ooh. Yeah, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a little nervous every time I come on live. Every single time. It's okay. It's really okay. I did a podcast interview last week, I was interviewed. I'm going to be dropping the links so that you could hear the interview if you'd like. Probably later today or tomorrow. I was nervous before going on. I was. But what I've learned is that it's okay to be nervous. So if you're nervous if you're nervous even contemplating doing a Facebook Live, okay. It's really okay. I know people, friends of mine, who are performers. I mean, that's what they do for their living. They get nervous every single time. Every single time. I heard a story that an actor, and I don't even know who it is, throws up every single time before he goes on stage. Every single time. That's like his ritual. I'd like to think that I could manage my nerves a little bit better than that. But hey, if that works for you, I don't advocate for it, of course. Point being that one of my other mentors asked me how I was doing yesterday, and my answer was I'm stretching my comfort zone in all directions, and I am. And it feels good. But it means that at the edges, there's some heat. There's a little discomfort. There's a little nervousness. It's okay. Because what? Because I've recently changed my glasses. I've changed from I changed what I'm seeing. What I used to see was, oh, I can't do this. Oh, things will never work out for me. Oh, this is hard. To, all things are possible. Why not? Take a little work, it'll take a little effort. It'll get done. I will reach my goal. It's a difference in perspective. When I say glasses, that's really what I mean, perspective. And the truth is that doing that has brought me far more joy, which is why I wanted to share it with you today, because I want you to experience that level of joy as well. I hope you gained value from this. I hope this resonated with you. Drop me a like, drop me a comment below, whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching it on replay. Let me know how this is landing for you. If it's resonated with you, go ahead and share it with your people. If you're not on my mailing list, as I say every day, get onto my mailing list, Karen@KarenBromberg.com. Good things are happening. Join me tonight, where friends of mine are going to be having a webinar. It's a free webinar all about Canva and how we can make beautiful professional graphics using Canva. I know a lot of people out there using Canva. I love Canva. But a lot of people don't know everything that it can do. I've been doing Canva for quite a few years now, and I've kind of played and explored and learned what it can do. But they're coming out with new stuff all the time. And there's going to be things that I don't know that I'm really looking forward to learning. If you want to come on to this webinar, again, it's free. Drop me a comment below. I will get you the link. So have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.